Hello, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. Today I'm going to show you everything I've used in the past, I'm using now, of planners, journals, and notebooks. So, let's get started. I am just going to pick random things and tell you what I use, and then I will show you the two planners that I work with every day. Okay, so I bought these daily plan sheets from Amazon. I do not use the time, so I cover it with washi tape, and I will show you how I used it yesterday. And then I also have these, which come from the Happy Planner. Now, it's blank on the other side. Some people just use it as a brain dump when they're working with it on the next day. I don't. I cover it up and use it. I will show you that too. And this one here has lined. I did not decorate this one up yet. I didn't decorate last night like I usually do. So I have those that are my daily sheets that I use every day. This, I gotta move that. This is an old planner, but I wanted to show you it. This is a mini horizontal, and so that's what it looks like. So you get your monthly, there's your month, and then your weeks. I think that's pretty much when I stopped using it. So it's probably pretty blank. Yeah, there you go. So it's blank. And I redated it. You can always find them on clearance, like at Hobby Lobby. I think they still carry Happy Planner. I'm not sure about Michael's. Michael's used to. I think I paid $3 for this. There was one year when I was getting ready to try all the different planners. I got mini, classic, big, and Michael's brand in all different layouts, horizontal, dashboard, and vertical. So I bought all the different sizes. I ended up buying 10 different planners for $3 a piece. I worked back then, so I had the extra money to spend. And then you just redate them because they were on clearance. So that's a mini, and I don't even use this anymore. So I will probably end up taking all of this out and keeping the cover, and I keep these. So you can always cover up this side of it with a piece of like cardstock, maybe something you printed up, stickers, anything you want. That's how you repurpose them. Okay, this, I was in Simply Gilded subscription box. Don't mind that. I spilt like essential oils on it. Drinking my coffee, don't mind me. So this is a little book, as you can see. It was from Simply Gilded. I had a subscription plan for a year, so every month I got stuff, and I use this for cross stitching. It's not being used this year, but like my Tiny Thursdays, anything that was tiny, I wrote down, so I knew what next to work on. I actually need to, I finished that, so I need to highlight that. Let me do that while I'm thinking of it. Okay, I'm not doing Tiny Thursdays this year. Then I have all the Mill Hills that I purchased. And if I ended up stitching them, I highlight them. Okay, I had a list of my Mill Hill whips. Those are all done. I do have one now, but I haven't for a while. Then in here, I have everything that I have started for Halloween, and then everything for Christmas. So yeah, and then these little bow clips were from Cocoa Daisy. So Cocoa Daisy was another subscription box I had, but this usually stays in the little basket where I sit and stitch. Okay, this is, and you can get these off Amazon. These are cute little pads of paper. They got the magnet. So if you have something next to you, if you have a rolling cart or whatever, you can always put this on the cart. I don't. I use a punch. So I have the punch. This is a Happy Planner punch. And I have it for the big size. So you can do either the big, and it has it marked, the classic, and you can always do the mini in here. So I bought that. I wait for them to go on sale. You can always punch and write notes in here, a TBR, what you want to stitch on for the month, whatever. You can do that with these pads. You can also make your own skinny. If you say you buy the Happy Planner skinny notebook or planner, these will fit in there. Okay, and those are off Amazon. This I bought a few years ago from Amazon. I want to use this for my reading journal. I meant to use it last year and something happened so I couldn't, but I will be setting this up in a few days for my reading journal. I already have an idea of how I want to do this. I need to write down a couple of ideas that I'm thinking about. Favorite books. DNF. And then I need another page of total books owned at the beginning of the year. I have that list too. So that's what I use this for, and it looks like this. And I'm going to decorate it up. I buy stickers from MCC Designs on Etsy, and she has really pretty, oh, that's not how it goes like that. She has really pretty stickers, monthly stickers, all different kinds. Plus, I bought me a pet strip. They're called pet strips. This one's for books. They're stickers. So I have that to decorate it up. And I have this one here. It says coffee, tea, coffee. I don't remember what was all on this. But anyways, this will be my reading journal. I don't want a planner for reading. I just want a journal. So I have that. Oh, I forgot one, I think. Right now I'm just giving you different ideas you can use for journaling. There's also the A5. Hold on. This is an A5. It has 6 rings. These are not very big. So I was using these for Cocoa Daisy, but it would only hold like a couple months. It wouldn't hold hardly anything. So I do have some with bigger rings. I would hope would hold a whole year. What else? I have a mini notebook. This I'm using this year. And what I use this for is I put it in the month and it will say TBR. So that's where I write all my TBRs for what I'm reading next. It maybe not be for the month. Like right now I'm reading Laurel K. Hamilton, or I'm listening to. So I wrote down Laurel K. Hamilton, and then I I started out with number 9. I finished it. Number 10 was written, and I'll show you in a few minutes. But that's what I use this for. You can use, and I filled it with all kinds of mini filler paper. So you can use these for whatever. I mean, you could use this to, instead of this, for lists. Okay. This is a filler paper. This is the cover for it, but I'm using this for something else. But it's really pretty. You get 3 tabs. So when I need some filler paper, I just pull out from this. Okay, so this here has my project sheets in it. All of my projects. I finally found the book that has my finished projects in it. So I want to eventually put that at the end of this. So it has the tab that says finished, and then they'll all go in the back. So I finally found it. But I ended up taking the cover off that filler paper and just using it for all my project sheets, for all my cross stitching. So there's my project sheet. I don't do today's date. It just says, I write down the title of the pattern, the designer, when I started it, when I finish it, what I stitched on, and if it was part of a stitch along. And then I was writing on it every time I stitched on it. So now when I stitch on something, I will write the month and then what percentage I'm at. So that's how I'm going to use the project goals. So this doesn't come sit with me. It stays in this room. And I do want to pull out just the ones that I'm stitching on this year. This here is my TV notebook. It has filler paper up the wazoo. Let's see. So, I do have all the TV shows I want to watch. If they're ones I used to watch and I want to rewatch them, I have them written down. So, and I keep losing my paper clips. But, hold on. I have a list of rom-com movies. I don't even know what this is. Oh, that's from the singing thing. This is a list of all the rom-com movies that I want to watch. So I would do that in like February. I do need to make my list for Christmas because I do have a list. And I don't know where my Halloween list went. But I'm going to eventually put that in here. Then I keep track of the series I've watched and where I finished off at. So like The Witcher, I did watch the first 2 seasons, but I'm going to wait till it's all done. And then I'm going to go back and watch it from the beginning. One Tree Hill. Station 19. Like it shows, I finished off at season 4 at number 3. That's because I needed to catch up to when I started watching it. But I've watched the whole series. I watched The Nurse. I think that's the one I didn't like. The Vikings. Right now I'm watching The Morning Show. I'm caught up. I did start Shadow and Bone. I didn't finish it, so I need to go back. Palm Royale, I'm up to episode 3 or 4, I think. I don't know. I've got it written down. I've got to mark it. So, yeah, that's what I use this for. Any TV show that I watched, and if I didn't like it, I would DNF it. Like this, Ozark on Netflix. I didn't finish. I didn't like it. I watched the first 6 episodes. So from now on, I'm not writing them in here. until I know I like I like this TV show. So I'm watching Sweet Magnolias. This is such a good show. So, and that's where I ended with that. I will end up, I number the pages. Yes, I have OCD. So I do have what will be my index tab of what pages is what. I haven't finished this yet. I'm still that's a work in progress. So this goes over in the little basket where I sit and stitch. Okay. This is my notebook that I write in every day what I'm stitching on. So it's for floss tube. So my next floss tube is Sunday. So Sunday morning I will go in, I will write the percentage of where I'm at. I also write in what floss tubes I watched for the week, and then I'll put in here if I'm stitching something different for the following week, so I can tell you. These are, I only have a few pages of this. This is UB notebooks from Target. I have a stack of these. They're used. This is how I used to write my to-do lists on it. And then I started using it for my floss tube. So I bring this in here when I'm doing my floss tube. So that goes with me every day in the other room. This is my cross stitch. It's more like a journal than a planner. I got the cover off of Etsy, and yes, it matches the mini because I ordered the big and she accidentally sent me the mini. So she told me to keep it. It's got a reversible cover, and I don't remember what company I bought this from, but you can go on Etsy, put in Happy Planner covers. They're all over. I prefer a lot of these covers over the Happy Planners, and I'm looking at different ways of doing my planner next year. Live, Love, Posh has their in inserts, and I like a couple of them, so I'm thinking of doing that. And they also have metal rings. They just don't have the heart. They're solid. So I'm thinking of getting my inserts and my metal rings from Live, Love, Posh for next year, and ordering my cover from Etsy. And you can order these clear dividers, and I have stickers that tell you the month. You also can buy the dividers that are pretty. You can get side dividers and you can get top dividers. So I want to do that with the Classic next year. I may get a big dashboard next year. I like the dashboard. So in here I have a list of all my full coverages. I already have a list of my 2027 ideas for next year for temperature stitching, floss tube frenzy, and I'm not doing the NFL but the banana ball. So right now this is just a basic idea of what I want to do, and it will change. You know, by the end of this year I'll have an idea of exactly what I'm going to do. Then I have a couple pieces of extra paper in here. So I bought the hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch planner in 2024. I cover up the part that says 2024 and I put a sticker on there. This is my whip tracking. I changed it up a little bit this year. I am in small numbers going to write in how many. I don't do mini. So, yeah, I don't do minis. This is 1 through 99. I will write in small letters, it will be the beginning of January, how many whips, small, medium, large, and BAP, I own altogether. Then in the larger numbers, I'm only going to keep track of the actual whips I'm working on for this year. You can still purchase this year's planner. These are like the extra pages, but you can still buy the planners. Then they have write it down, all your whips. So on here, I'm going to write down all the whips that I worked on this year. And as you can see, I haven't done that yet. So I will do pattern designer, and I'm going to, I'm not going to write fabric on here. It'll just be what size the pattern is. So I'm going to do that. My pattern wish list. I do have pattern wish lists, but I don't know if I want to write the pattern wish list or write down the fabric that I need for the ones I already own. Then this is my monthly calendar. So January, this is from the handycalendars.com. You save it as a PDF. I think that's how it is. And then you can do whatever you want on it. So like this wasn't an actual date because it started on the 1st. So I know every day I'm going to stitch on Dumbledore's Library, Pipsqueak Stitch Along, and the Foxy Christmas Stitch Along. They want me to stitch, my cronies want me to fit in Minerva and Lawn Dog for the 3rd Sunday of the month. Well, I already had everything written down, typed up, of what days I'm working on what. I'm not doing these in blue until next month. So, like this weekend is the readathon weekend. The 24 hours of cross stitch weekend is the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And I'm fitting in Minerva on the 30th. So I print it up, I put it in here, and it's got the tab. And then behind the that calendar, I have my whip goal. I'm not doing the Christmas pieces, and I'm not, let me do this. And I didn't put anything in the 13th space, that's just blank. You can find whip goal boards, I think, from the Facebook group. This is from Nicole'sPour.com. Anyways, I'm not doing Christmas, but I'm using this. I'm doing my full coverages. Then I'm doing on the Cross Stitch Sisters, Jen Reading with Pugs. Not Jen Reading with Pugs. I'm sorry, Jen. Jennifer's World of Stitches is is doing the landmarks of world. I've already done the Colosseum, Eiffel Tower, and the Taj Mahal. Because we only need 200 stitches on each. I'm doing Snow White for this month. For right now, and then when it switches to Rapunzel, I'll switch it to Rapunzel. But right now I'm on the Great Wall of China. Okay. Oh, and these are all of my, I did write on the back, and I'm trying not to confuse you guys. You need to let me know if I confuse you. So on the back of the whip go board is my list of whips. So when a number gets called, I can look and see what one it is. So for January, the numbers were 2 and 7. So 2 was Sunflower Stitches, the Snow White, and then 7 was my Rapunzel Story Keep. And I'm not giving myself an amount of stitches to do. It's just to stitch on it anytime during 2 weeks at a time. Then I have, for Dumbledore's Library, I'm doing a Harry Potter stitching challenge. So I printed that up, and I've done, I know I did pages 1 and 2. I think I'm on page 5 and 6. I don't remember what page I'm on. But I already did 1. And then for Foxy Christmas, I'm doing the Chronicles of Narnia stitching challenge. And I forget where I am on that. I will have to look and mark that. And then the Pipsqueak is the Lord of the Rings, and that's the Hobbit. I have done, see, I check marked that off. So that's it. When February comes, when the end of January comes around, like the last 2 days, I will go in on handy calendars. I will make up my February calendar, put that in here, and then take these pages and put them behind the calendar. So, and this goes with me where I sit. I've been leaving this in here, so at night when I work on my planner, I can mark things. And then in the back is reading. And I need to redo some of this because I'm not sure. But that tells me, I did write in here January 1st how many books I had. So that's how many Kindle books I had, Audible, NetGalley, Physical, Chirp, and Kobo. So by the end of the year, I can check again and see how many of them I've read or listened to, mostly listened to. Blank page. My reading goals. Yeah, authors to finish, catch up, authors to finish and catch up. Right now I am on, and it's not here, is Laurel K. Hamilton. These are my older authors. These are the newer authors. And I don't remember where I got this. I don't need this anymore. So on TikTok, someone had checklists. So this is romantasy, vampires, pirates and mermaids, diverse fantasy. This is by Swagner Books. See that, Swagner Books? So maybe check that out on TikTok. Football romance, werewolf, summer romance, young adult fantasy, dark academia, books that make you sob, book talk romance, book talk reverse harem, hockey romance, horror, dragons, dystopian and sci-fi, spicy fantasy, mystery thriller, dark romance, and fantasy. So I have all that. I don't know why that's here. And then you can put extra paper behind all that. So that stays in here. It used to go with me, but now I keep it in here. Okay, this goes with me in the other room. I hardly don't touch it. But when you join, I have a Mill Hill, so this is inventory. And I have a glass bead inventory for Mill Hill. Do not ask me where I got it. I do not remember. I printed it up, and then I highlight the ones I already have. So then 24 Hours of Cross Stitch has, this is the Floss Fabric Patterns and More. This is the printable add-on, Track Your Stash. So I have all of my DMC, and I do know how to do it better with double side, but I have three DMC lists. I don't even have them on a list. It's on here now. So I have 1, 2, 3, I have 5 double-sided floss boxes. They have all extra floss I'm not using. So I have an E if I own that color in the extra. So this one doesn't have an E. I don't own any extra. So if I run out on my, this means my full coverage box and this is miscellaneous box, which is my non-full coverage. So if I go and I run out of a color, a DMC that I'm stitching on, the bobbin's now empty. I come in here, I look it up, I go, oh, $9.71. Do I have extra? Yes, I do. So I go in, and they're labeled what colors are in the boxes. I find $9.71. If it's the last one in that box, I white out the E so that I know next time I don't have an extra one. So I have that. It comes with Weeks Dye Works, Gentle Arts, Classic Color Works, which I don't own any, and I would love to own them all. Then here are my whips. I do not have my whips in this one. What did I do with that? Oh, because I have it in here this year. So last year, in the year, well, 2024 and 2025, I had every single whip I owned was filled out on that whip paper. And I kept it in here. Well, the stack's really thick. So I'm not keeping it in here anymore. And I'm not writing every whip down every year, only the ones I'm working on. Then you have your dividers. Now, I was using this last year for my reading challenge, and I never finished working on it. So I'm probably going to just throw these out, because I never did anything with it. And I have extra filler paper, and this is the large planner. Now, if you're working with something all the time and you're constantly in and out, I recommend highly the metal discs, not the plastic. The metal holds up so much better. These are all extra filler paper. So I don't need to buy filler paper for a long time. So that is that, and that goes in the other room with me. So if I'm stitching and I run out of a DMC color, I can look in here before I come running in here to see what I have. Now, this is my planner for this year. I'm still drinking water, or I mean my coffee. What time is it? 1:45, almost 1, 12:56. I didn't have enough metal discs, and I did buy some. I wanted the expansion rings, and they were sold out, so these are just sitting here for now, because I need you can get different sized rings. If you're going to be filling it up a lot, get the expansion rings. So I have 2 metal on the end, and then these are the plastic. So in here is a notebook. This is called a dashboard, so it keeps track of, it's like a bookmark, so you know where you're at. I took all of my little sticky notes that were from all, I think, Cocoa Daisy subscription boxes, and I glued them. So here's all my sticky notes. They're all glued on here, so I can use them up. Then I saw someone said, take your nameplate page and decorate it up that fits you. Okay, well, this is not a sticker because this is a Harry Potter book. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. This is going to be a year of full coverages. My word of the year is accountability. Eat, drink, and be scary because, you know, Halloween. I'm stitching on Snowy every other Saturday night. Just one more chapter because I love to read. I like Autumn. Says a liquid hug for your brain because coffee and tea. Post on Facebook. A pile of books. I'm trying to do a no spend this year on cross stitching and books and planner stuff. I did just buy a sticker book, but I'm pretty well set, I think. I plan on getting back into diamond painting this year. I have a post for Instagram, no frogs allowed for stitching, and this house, I need my glasses. Oh no, did I break them? Nope. This house is guarded by magical gnomes because I love the gnomes. So I decorate up your nameplate. Then we come over here. These are the things that I want to do for the day. These are my bills. You don't need to see that. Next year's calendar. And this year's with the birthdays. So it was Marissa's birthday. Marissa, the Crafty Heifer, and Stephanie Wolfpack, their birthdays were on the 4th. So, and I'm only doing a few birthdays in here. So here's your January. So here's your January, A Magical Journey. I put this in here, so if I go, this is my stitch-along piece. If I go and post this, what do you call it, a progress picture on the Hayde group, these are the tags that I use. So over here, I write down what I'm stitching on for the month. Now I got to add, let me see. I got to add on Lawn Dog and Nora Corbett, Minerva, Lawn Dog is Quinto Acuto. So that's what I'm working on for the month. I plan on putting in how many stitches I put on each for the whole month. Over here, priorities, this is my reading. So I want to read my physical books off of my shelves this year, most of them, and get them as audiobooks. If I can't get them as audiobooks, then I will try to get it on Kindle for text-to-speech. And I'm focusing on the author Laurel K. Hamilton for the Anita Blake series. I'm in a Facebook group called Spines and Vibes. This month's book is We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I'm going to do that. And, oh, I did decide for the readathon weekend, I'm going to read or listen to Kate Stewart's books for the whole year until they're caught up. Then I'll pick another author. I do have a book blog on a blog tour on the 23rd, so I do have to read that one. I can listen to that as well. And then I have this decorated up. This is for my TV shows, my book blogs, my readathon, and then the cross stitch weekend. So I do plan on using headers from now on and putting a header in on the days that I have TV shows to watch. So Doc was on Tuesday night, so I know I can watch it probably today. It showed it was available yesterday. Tonight is Grey's Anatomy, the return from the winter, Christmas break, whatever they call it. It's the readathon weekend, so I put a bundle of books. And then I just stuck stickers randomly. Here's a weekly spread. So over here is where I write down what books I've listened to. Not my TBR, but what I am listening to. What I watched on TV for TV shows and movies. Dumbledore's library, and then I write in every day how many stitches I did for the day. Every day I write it in, and then I write the total amount at the end of the week. I was going to put in here what I walked for all week. I'm not doing that in this spot anymore. And since this is this year's planner, I finished using the old planner, you know, on the 29th, 30th, and 31st, and then started this on the 1st. So I have decided, and I kept a list, and there it is. I've decided this year I want to highlight. I usually just put a colored dot, and I can show you that. So I used to do a colored dot. So red was for cross stitch, purple was for TV show, pink was for Christmas or movies, green was for books. So I used to do that, but I'm not doing that anymore. This year I'm doing this. So I made a master sheet. So it'll be green for books, red for cross stitch, TV is purple, movies is pink, coloring is blue, and diamond painting is yellow. Put down, I'm using these midliners. By Zebra. And I pulled them out to show you. They should be right, there they are. So they come in, you can get just like 10 colors. I got the 25 one, and there's a bullet tip and a chisel tip. And they don't bleed through. Be careful what you get because some will bleed through. Always make sure it's a water-based marker, water-based anything. Anything that's alcohol-based will bleed through. So like on here, and I'll show you in a minute, I have papers in the back. I knew what I stitched on, and what I listened to, what I watched. So I highlight the lines first, then I write in them. Because otherwise it kind of bleeds your ink. So this is this week. I took a lawn sticker, put that here. TV, movies. So here's my TBR. And I have on here Narcissus in Chains by Laurel K. Hamilton. It's number 10 of 30. This is what I'm listening to right now. The Spine and Vibes Facebook group is this book, and then the Kate Stewart's I want to get to this weekend. So I will keep adding to this. Because to me, my TBR is the Spine and Vibes, the Kate Stewart, and Laurel K. Hamilton. But I'm not writing all of the Laurel K. Hamilton because I don't know how many of them I'm going to be able to get through. So I'll keep adding to this as I go along. And then this paper will stay, and I'll probably move it to January over here. These are my challenges that I'm doing. So I took a full page and I folded it in half, fold it to this line. Don't fold it all the way over, it won't work. So I have the Stitching Sisters. I have to stitch 200 each on a whip, and those are the 10 I have to do. I can have these done up in no time. I think, is there more than 10? I might have only wrote 10 because I figured that's all I would get to. Then Lord of the Rings, I'm doing Pipsqueak, The Hobbit, Chapter 1, and then how many pages are on Chapter 1 that I will probably get to, and then I check mark once I reached a challenge. The same with the Chronicles of Narnia, Foxy Christmas, Chapter 1, and then the Harry Potter books with Dumbledore's Library. Habit trackers. I don't usually use them, but I have a pad of them. I don't even know where I put the pad. It should be right here somewheres. But I have a pad of habit trackers. So this, I'm going to mark the days that I walked, when I listened to an audiobook or text-to-speech, and no buy. I didn't buy anything on these days. This one I bought a laptop. I did use my rewards. I had a lot of money for cashback rewards. I used it on everything but the sticker book because I accidentally, when I went into PayPal, I didn't click off the bank, my bank that's attached to it, and use my PayPal balance. So that's a buy because I paid directly for that. Then here, I decorated up a full sheet. I have a sticker book that has the days of the week. It has the months and the numbered days. So in here, I will write down where I walked, how many minutes, and then at the end, not how many steps I stepped during that time, but how many steps I put in for the whole day. So like, where's my phone again? Okay, so I have the Fitbit app. I can go into Tuesday. I put in a total amount of 2,857, and yesterday was 3,212. I am trying to get back up to 10,000, but I'm waiting till I'm done with my radiation because I am getting too tired. So I'm not fitting this in right now. I'm going to wait. So I decorated it up. I have a wellness plan sticker book. So I'm just going to decorate a little bit on there. Like I said, I will tell you what video I watched for walking and how many minutes. Now, once the weather's nice, like today, it's a beautiful day. It's 40-some degrees. It's supposed to be like 53. I could walk outside today. So I would write down walked outside and for the amount of time. So I have enough here for the whole month. Then I have a bookmark here to show me what page I'm on. I did not write in. So I'm going to show you how I do my planner for the week. So at the end of this, there's December. I move this down. There's January. These are my to-do lists. I have a bookmark. So I pick the bookmark. There's this week. There's the readathon weekend. These are all the Kate Stewart books I need to read. Also over here, take my thyroid pill and then walk an hour or shower. Then I have my breakfast. While I'm walking, I'm listening to an audiobook. For breakfast, I'm listening to an audiobook. I make my morning video. I play Animal Crossing, and I'll watch General Hospital. I haven't done that yet. I am back to watching General Hospital. I needed a break. For lunch, I watch TikTok, and at dinner time, I listen to an audio. Lately, it's been TikTok. And then what I stitch on in the order I want to stitch. So I have that. But this is Tuesdays. This is my to-do list. I took my pretty stickers, decorated it up. This is my winter one from Ron. What I'm going to do, though, from now on is I'm trying to use up stickers. Well, here's my wellness. These are my colorful boxes for headers. And then my healthy hero. So that's for my I can decorate up the page when I walk. But after this week, after today, here it is. I found it. So I have a small pile of stickers. I have monthly stickers. I have TV. There's your TV. I have laundry basket, wash machine, YouTube, just one more chapter. These are the ones I used a lot of. New Start, Happy Birthday. And then I have a bunch of these stickers left over from other sticker books. This is my Cozy Winter. Love Ron Ron. Love them. Then I have, this has Time to Date by Ron Ron, and it has your months, it has holidays, it has your days of the week, and dates. So I'm working out of this. That's what I bought it for. So I was decorating with this, but I'm going back and I want to use up my stickers. Because I have a ton of stickers. Okay. So I took these and I have this dot page. I have this little washi strips. I have more of these. And then this book. Oh, there's my other colorful boxes. So I'm working out of this one first. So, for the next few, I will be working, this one gets worked on my weekly pages. And I'm going to move it over here. This, I forgot what it's for. So if you want to use a regular notebook, a pretty notebook, you can decorate it up. You get a ruler, some gel pens, markers, cheap stickers at the Dollar Tree, and make your own planner. I forgot what I was going to use this for. This is one of these from Yubi. And I took washi tape and I washi taped along the top of it. Now you could have it go all the way around to the back. And there's a notebook that has a pretty cover. I'll probably use this next because this one's pretty well used. I have a few pages. So I have, what? Because one a week. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks. So once this is used up, I throw this out. I'll keep this. I'll throw this out because I won't need it. And I'll move on to this. And when that's filled, it gets thrown out. I don't need them. I don't need to keep those. So my plan is, for the next couple weeks, is to use up these 2 sticker books and decorate my to-do list. Doesn't matter if they're summer and this is winter. I want to use these up. I think I'm going to use these like headers. These are little sticky notes. And I have a crafter's tape. And make sure you also have a correction tape. So I can take the back of this, use the sticky tape on the back of it and stick it down, and they'll get used up. So that eventually all of the, I don't care, you know, I can use these in March. You got Christmas and Halloween in there. And I may still use them any time of the year. So I'm trying to use up my old Happy Planner sticker books, and that's how I'm going to do that. So I have a bunch of headers and stuff. So I'm going to be using these. This is also for my to-do. And like I said, I have the colorful boxes, and I have washi strips. This book is all washi strips and dots. Okay, so the order that I was waiting to come in to finish were dots. So you can put dots all down and make your lists with the dots. And I just noticed this is closable, resealable, whatever you want to call it. These are from Amazon. Put in dot washi tape or dot stickers. These will last me forever. There's 8 rolls. And I don't know how many's on each roll. Let's open. So the ends show what the colors are on that dot. I'm trying. There's the end. I want to open this. Do 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 do. I thought that was where to open it. I don't know if it's the end of the washi strip. Trying to find how to open this up. Half an hour later and I'll still be opening it. So it takes the ends off. And then there's your colors. Now I know if I unravel this, I'm not going to be able to get it raveled back up. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, so there's your dots. So I put this back on. There we go. So it's got all different colors. So these will last a long, long time. This is what I was waiting for to show you guys. You don't need anything fancy, and these were not expensive. And one of my sticker, I don't remember where I got it, Lisa's Creative Corner. I think somebody sent this to me, and I used them. So this is what I'm working out of until those 2 sticker books are all done. I don't care, you know, Christmas and whatever, because I am stitching on Foxy Christmas piece, and I am stitching on a Halloween dragon, so I can use those stickers. It doesn't matter. So that's everything that I am working with. It may seem like a lot, but this is the only thing that goes back and forth from this room to the other room with me, because this is my main planner. So it has the to-do list that I moved to the back of my regular planner. That's why I have expansion rings. So everything is right here. So then when I go in and I set up the to-do list for the day, because I do it like the night before. Last night I was exhausted. It did not get done. I would come in here, pull out the cross stitch one, look at that day, what's going on. So like today, I'm stitching on Winery Gnomes instead of Snow White. So that's how I use everything. I know it's a lot. You can use plain old notebooks. Buy some pretty hardcover notebooks and just get a ruler. I like the metal rulers, a pair of scissors, a roll of crafter's tape, and the whiteout, and you're good to go. Because you can make you can have pieces of, maybe you have cardstock, pretty cardstock for scrapbook paper. You can punch out, cut out whatever you want, and use your crafter's tape, put it on. Also, I am not giving you any names, but there are a ton of planner videos on YouTube. There's also a lot of planner spreads on Instagram. Go check it out. I am now finding them also on TikTok. Go check them out. You'll get a lot of ideas on how you want to do it. What I would do, if you've never used a planner and you're not sure if you want horizontal, vertical, or dashboard layout, or just a to-do list, grab a cheap notebook from the store. Do 1 week of one spread, 1 week of another spread, and another spread. Try the different spreads to see what really works for you. You know, buy the different, go into like Michael's or whoever sells the gel pens single. You don't have to buy a whole pack. Figure out before you leave what color gel pen do you want to use for what. Like I have purple for TV. Movies gets pink, red is cross stitch, green is reading. Make a list of what you're using your planner for, and then purchase what you need. You don't need to spend a lot. Like I said, you do not need to buy the whole packet of markers, the whole packet of gel pens. Just buy the colors that you need. They also have them erasable. You can find a lot of gel pens, and there's some highlighters that are erasable. If you know you're going to make mistakes before you really get set up, go buy the erasable ones. They have really good gel pens too. This is Papermate Inkjoy. I love these. Right now, I am using up everything I have. I have, they all call it my Mary Poppins bag. I don't want to lift it up right now, but it has pockets all around the side. So all of the pink gel pens I own are all in one pocket. All the green ones are in one pocket. So I have them all set up like that. Let me know what you think. I am missing a paper though, and I don't know what I did with it. And that's my YouTube channel, and it told like how much I made each month. I can't find that. And I know I didn't throw it out. I just can't. I can't find it. Is it at the end of the? Let me see. I don't know what I did with it. But it told me how much I made each month and then what months I got paid. And for some reason, I cannot find that. I'll have to keep looking. But yeah, this is my main planner. I work out of this every day. Got everything I need. You know, it's decorated for the week. And then at the end, it has, I used old planner dividers. So these are old dividers from an old planner that I wasn't using anymore. I usually keep mine, so it depends on what I used it for. So I have them, and then I can decorate this page. Like I can go and get some red, pretty Valentine's paper, and I can cover this up for February. So that's how I use this. And I'm using my pretty stickers. I'm using them up because I have so many stickers you wouldn't believe. Right now I'm trying to get more Ron and Soto Studios. Soto Studios is another sticker company I really like. And today When do I get? I have another sticker book coming of Valentine's from Calisthetic. I think it's called something like that. I want to see what her stickers are like. I'm getting away from the Happy Planner stickers. So I'm using up those. I'm going to be using them for the rest of the year on my to-do list. But yeah, here's yesterday's. Usually what I do is I'll take out Wednesdays. I close this because there's less pages, so I close it and then go to this week's. And then I will look. I stitched on Pipsqueak, so I would do this. I stitched on Pipsqueak. I stitched on Foxy Christmas. You don't have to have it perfect. Do not have to have perfect lines. I stitched on Dumbledore's Library. I don't think I listened to an audiobook. No, I did not. So I won't use the green, but I did watch TV, so there's my purple for TV. I also, and then I buy these, a pack of pen holders. You can buy a pack of them. They're like this. You take the backing off, they stick on, they stick forever. So yesterday I stitched on Pipsqueak. I put in 255 stitches. Now this told me how many stitches I needed. I'll have to figure that out. Then I stitched on Foxy Christmas. But I do write how many stitches I need for the next challenge. I put in 244 on Foxy Christmas. And I know, I'm sorry about the sunlight. Oh, and I did stitch on Snow White. Even though it was at 4 o'clock this morning, I am counting it as yesterday's. I just am. It's however you want to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. Dumbledore's Library. Because when I have insomnia, whatever I stitch on gets counted for the day that it should have been. Then when I finally get to sleep and I sleep for the night, I will count it for that day. So Dumbledore's Library got 247. And Snow White got 190. And then I watched General Hospital from December 30th, January 2nd, January 5th, January 6th, and January 7th. So then I come over here and did I walk? Nope. Did I do a no-buy yesterday? I did not walk. I did not listen. There was a no-buy. I did not buy anything. So for the 7th, I highlight that. Okay, so then I come over here. TV that I watched is in purple. I have a purple gel pen. I hope you can see that sunlight's like crazy. 12:30, I watched General Hospital 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 6, and 1, 7. Okay. And I'm still listening to that. So books, got my red gel pen, or cross stitch I mean. So over here we stitched 255 on Pipsqueak. I'm running out of room because I set everything in front of me. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Foxy Christmas got 244. Dumbledore's Library got 247. And Snow White got 190. Because I did not stitch on Snow White or Dumbledore on Tuesday. So then at the end of the week, I'll just add them up and put in how many. Snowy Saturday, I'll write down how many stitches, and Winery Gnomes is tonight. So then once I have transferred what I did here, because I did not do everything yesterday, up at the top, my top priorities of what I'm going to clean, what I'm going to do, like the book, Animal Crossing. I did Animal Crossing, that was it. I still got to work on my stitching planner or journal, whatever you want to call it. So then I close this, go to the back, grab that bookmark, open that, and usually, like last night, I would have decorated for today. I didn't do that. I don't know what I'm going to get done today. I'm probably not even going to decorate this. It is, like I said, now it's 1:30. I'll be leaving here in about an hour to go to radiation. I hope Scott remembers. I probably should. Because his memory lately sucks. Wonder where the UPS truck is. I have 2 packages coming. Oh, I don't think he's anywhere by me. Oh, there he is. See, now it's working for UPS. Earlier it wasn't working. I'm here and he's up here. And for some reason, my FedEx is not working today. So I'll go in here. It's out for delivery. And oh, now it is. So I didn't get my package yesterday. Why is it not working? You'll be able to track your package on the map during the estimated delivery time. It is. It's before the end of the day. So I followed it on the map all day yesterday. It showed it 7 houses from my house. I was waiting at the door. Waited. A truck pulled up. I'm like, cool, it's here. No, it was Amazon. Where's my FedEx truck? Waited. Then all of a sudden I get a notification. Was unable to be delivered. It'll be there tomorrow. What the hell? You were 7 houses from me. You couldn't come any further to drop off my package? And I have to sign for it. So I have a signed paper on the front door. I get a notification later on that says, since you weren't home, she went to the freaking wrong house. Are you freaking kidding me? Because Sky had gone to town. He had just left. I was waiting at the door. He says, so your laptop came. I said, no. He goes, the FedEx truck was down the road. I said, Amazon came. He goes, no, Amazon was riding right behind the FedEx truck. So he knew it was on our road. It was right here by my house. She went to the wrong house. So I am like really ticked off at this FedEx driver like you would not believe. And I don't know when it'll be here, and now I'm not allowed to track my package. FedEx, I am not happy with you. At least now I know the UPS guys. I don't have to sign anything for UPS. Anyways, that's it. I hope I didn't confuse anybody, that you wrote down some notes, you got ideas. Every year, every time I watch planner videos, I'm like, oh, I could do that. I never used the trackers before, the tracker pages. I've had a tracker book for years. I've never used it, so this is how I'm going to use it, because I want to use them up. Using up your filler paper. If you're doing challenges. And you don't need the whole paper. Fold it. Then you got 4 of them. And that's only for the month. So I can take this out and move it every month till it's all filled up, and then I'll throw it out because I won't need it. This is just for my note taking. I don't need it. I won't need the habit tracker. The habit tracker I'll probably keep in. And this is just for January. And then the back has this. I don't use this for anything. You know, and I'll leave in my walking paper. I'll leave that one in. And I'll probably leave in the TBR. But this here, it's just going to go from month to month till it's all filled up, and then I'll throw it out. But yeah, that's my lineup. Also, I have a mug. I have a coffee mug. It has tweezers on the side of it. It has my scissors. It has my ruler. And it has it has gel pens. It has a white pen. It has the midliners that I'm going to be using. Not all the midliners, just the ones I'm using. And the different gel pens. I have black. I have a Cocoa Daisy pen. You can buy the refills from Amazon, so I buy the refills. You know, your highlighters, regular highlighters, and a blue gel pen. I keep them all in a coffee mug, or whatever mug you want to use. Sorry about that. Whatever you want to use. Just use something you have in the house. You don't have to purchase anything. I do that as much as I can. I also have a roll of tape, just for whatever. And that's it for today. I know this is a long video. I had a lot to show you. I have people that ask me a lot of questions, so I hoped this covered everything. Because if not, I don't know what to tell you. Where I got my stuff, Happy Planner, Ron, Soto Studios, and Etsy. I do have a book from Live Love Posh. I'll probably get that out sometime soon also, and do a couple spreads with that. They have nice stickers. And MCC Designs. She does a lot. This is my December. This is for my book. So I go in and I order whatever ones I want. So this is for my book journal, and I have, I think they start in June. I just had it here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, and I'm showing you my address. Doesn't matter. You can find it anyways. So I'll put that in with these. So this one has all of these. So it started with June. Where's July? I have all the months. I don't know. I know I have them all. Shoot. I don't know. Because I kept them in this. So I don't know. They have June through December. So there's June. I need July, August. I need July and August. What do I do with that one? Let me see. This one's now empty. July and August. See, I keep everything all together, so that's why I don't understand why anything disappears. I hope they didn't get thrown out. Oh, well, I'll look later. They're up here somewhere. It's in one of these. Might be over in my cart. I'll look for them. Anyways, it's it for today. I hope that this helped you a lot. The sunlight's getting worse. And I will see you in tomorrow morning's video. Love you guys. Bye-bye.